What's up everyone? Ivan here from the Ivan Rides YouTube channel. Today, we're taking the Handlworks modified Super73 RX and we are doing a regular, everyday commute on the New York City bike lanes. In the first half of the video, we'll be going from Queens into Manhattan in morning rush hour traffic. And in the second half of the video, we'll be going from Manhattan into Queens in evening rush hour traffic. This video should be a lot of fun, so sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. It's good to have you on board today. So just a quick reminder, I am affiliated with these companies. So if you want to support the channel at no additional cost to you, there are affiliate links and affiliate codes down in the video's description. Just as a heads up, using those will generate a small commission for the channel that helps me with operating costs. So thank you so much in advance for your support. It is week, I think, number 3 already of Super 73 videos, and you're probably wondering, like, Ivan, what happened to the Nami Klima? Good question. First of all, good question, and I completely understand that you guys are probably like, oh my god, another Super 73 video. It's just I'm having a lot of trouble with my knees lately. Not exactly sure what it is, but it's been pretty tough. Aches and pains are back, and unfortunately it's really difficult to ride a stand-up scooter with that kind of bum knee there. So hopefully with a little bit of rest and a little bit of, I would say, like physical therapy there, I'll be back on the scooter sometime within the next week or two. I have been using the scooter though because it's been just raining constantly here in New York. Like the last 5 days was just all rain. So finding the opportunity to kind of ride safely and record at the same time has been a challenge, to say the least. But yeah, hopefully next couple of weeks we'll see something. We've done a lot of high-speed riding videos on the new 60 volt back 2000 build on the Super 73, but we haven't done just a regular everyday kind of commute. So I thought this would be a fun change of pace and see what it's actually like to navigate the bike lanes with it. I have avoided the bike lanes quite a bit because with the higher top speed of the bike now, I can finally go in with the cars. But today we're gonna stick with it. We are gonna be staying in mode 2 most of the time, and we're also gonna take it pretty easy. Mode 2 is plenty sufficient for this type of commute because, again, we're staying in the bike lanes, so we are going to be already much faster than everyone else in there. I'm gonna let this car pass on my left because the bike lanes are parking lots here in New York City. But it is what it is. The one thing that isn't sufficient though is the amount of layers that I have. I saw 45 degrees and I didn't think to look at the wind chill. I think it was saying it was 40 something degrees with a wind chill of 31, so it is much colder than I anticipated. And I'm kind of wishing that I wore my heated gloves instead of these transitional gloves that I have. We are going to keep a nice little chill pace here because there are going to be, I'm assuming, a lot of people out, and there are definitely a lot of people out and about. With all those people also comes the season of checkpoints for NYPD. I have a couple of friends in the fire department, and they know a lot of cops, and they've been saying that the NYPD is going to be particularly active this summer, looking for reckless riders and stopping like e-moto style bikes. So they're going to be particularly looking for things that look like the dirt bikes, like Surons, Talarias, e-ride pros, and anything within that classification, because you know, like I said, I get it. Like you're preaching to the choir when you're like, but Ivan, it's a class 4 e-bike. It's, yeah, under the New York City regulations, even if you've got a pedal kit on it, if that pedal kit is not a functioning pedal kit, then they're gonna probably confiscate the bike and impound it. You know, like spring is in the air when NYPD and Department of Sanitation get together to kind of crush bikes, mopeds, motorcycles with a bulldozer. That's kind of like New York City's version of Groundhog, and if you add a little bit of rats in there, it's basically New York City. There have been a lot of rats. Okay, so for all my New York City riders, at the bottom of this bridge right here, at this hairpin turn, is usually where the NYPD checkpoint is. They'll set up shop like right here, because you have no choice but to slow down in order to make this turn. So they will pull you off your bike if they have to. So I get it. I mean, apparently they're searching for gas bikes on there, but you know, when they don't really know what they're looking for, then everything kind of gets dragged along with it. But thankfully, because we are a Super 73, generally when you pull up to an officer and you just, as long as you kind of acknowledge them, they've never stopped me on this. They generally will stop me though, on my scooter, interestingly enough. I've gotten more questions about the scooter where they're like, oh, how fast that thing go, son? And I'm like, not faster than the speed limit, officer. So yep, that is kind of thing. You know what? Maybe we'll avoid the bike lane here. Nah, you know what? It's fine. Sleeper 73. It's gonna keep doing its thing, and then the Zooz gonna keep doing its thing this summer. So I'm not too worried about it, honestly. I have a couple of friends that are selling off their Surons and MXs, and I'm not too familiar with that dirt bike portion of the e-bike community, but I know a few people selling and buying a like true class 2, class 3 e-bike. Oh my god, these okay, let me get around this guy and let me make my turn here like a normal person. I'll start signaling, and then we're actually almost to our destination already. Signaling, signaling, signaling. Maybe I'll play a little clip of the bike room, since y'all wanted to see how I store the bike in the bike room. But we're gonna just kind of duck and weave here until we can get to the office. I was just thinking, another classic infinity driver on top of a car, just like tailgating the guy in front of him like he's got places to go. I mean, it's New York City, homie. You ain't going nowhere. Even with congestion pricing, they tell you as a kid, as a teenager, that it's cool to do baseball, it's cool to play football, it's cool to do MMA, it's cool to do Muay Thai, it's cool to do all these mixed martial arts and Sanda, and but they don't tell you that once you guys start getting closer to 40, that knee starts creaking, and it's like the soreness sometimes will just not go away for days. I think this is the worst it's been in since I've started getting them. In the last couple of years of riding scooters, I've never been like, oh, my knee hurts enough where it could possibly endanger me. I think I've reached that point, so we're gonna ride the Super for as long as we need to. I know y'all want a little bit of diversity here, but we're gonna work on it, and then we'll do what we can. But here we are. I'm gonna cut the video here, and then I'll see you guys later. Right, with the magic of editing, here we are back on the road. We got out actually a lot earlier than expected, so we are gonna make our way to Electric Wednesday, where the guys are at, oh my goodness, I think it's called Annabelle Basin. It's something on the waterfront. Even though it's a bit colder, the guys wanted to be on the waterfront, so we are at the waterfront. But since we are at the halfway point of the video, I gotta go into mode 3 here to stay with the traffic. I think this is a good time to say, if you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up, as it really helps out the channel. It tells me, the creator, that you like the video, and it tells the algorithm that more people should see the video. If you have any questions about the build with the 60-volt system, or anything about this Commute, leave it in the comment section down below. And if you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing. Over here on the right, you're going to see my logo. If you click on that, it'll automatically subscribe you. So I'd love to have you as part of the Ivan Rides family, and I'd love to have you there every week for each one of the releases. So oh my god. I think in every video it's just gonna be like, I love this build. Oh, real quick, just a quick pardon me moment. If my voice sounds a little bit worn, it's because I've been working all day, and it's just been like meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting, so my voice tends to be a little bit more rough, or a little bit more out of breath or winded after a work day. So I'm not dying, 'Tis not COVID, but it is just a long work day. Okay, now we can go back to mode 2. I don't know if you guys saw there, but we're still roughly at about 63 volts when we're drawing and 65 volts when we're chilling. So that means I use about like a volt per 5 miles on mode 2, so I could actually go a few days without charging because the battery is just that good. Good news is, by the way, taxes are all taken care of. Everything is now paid to Uncle Sam. Thank you, government, for continuously taking money from me. Now we just got to get past the dental bills and the medical bills, and we'll be back to modding. So excited about that. But for now, just gonna try and enjoy this. And like I was saying, my knee, man, my knee's like really bothering me. Like, I can tell when the weather starts to change, because I start to feel that ache in my knee, that dull pain. I've already had like physical therapy for it before, and it kind of comes and goes, but it's just like everything else. Once you my friends used to tell me, like, once you get to close to 40, random aches and pains start like popping up, and I'm getting close to 40 and these random aches and pains are definitely coming up. My wife keeps reminding me that I really got to take care of myself. I really got to go see a doctor. I got to do all these things that I avoid because, you know, I don't really trust the medical system like that here. I don't really trust dentists. I guess maybe this is a good time with 12 minutes left to share a fun dental story. I have a strange and unusual fear of dentists, as in like knees weak, palms are sweaty, mom spaghetti type of fear. And that's because, like, as a kid, I had these things that they call root canals. If you don't know what a root canal is, that's when they go in there, drill a hole into your teeth, and then canal out your root. So interesting story here is, or interesting plot twist, my dentist read the x-rays backwards, and she root canaled the wrong side. 2 teeth, 2 molars in the back. And after she puts the cap on and I'm bleeding there in pain, having metal caps on top of the tooth, she goes, "Oops, oh my god, I think we did the wrong side. Let me check the x-ray again." Did the x-ray, had to come back and redo the other side. So ever since I was a kid, the moment that happened, it was a very traumatic experience. Yeah, 4 root canals in a span of 5 days. The good thing back then was I got to miss school. I got to make my diet consist of ice cream for like a whole week. Ew, dead pigeon. But unfortunately, in the adult world, you can't take 2 weeks off, or like a week and a half off, because you had some dental work done. So yeah, people have always told me over the years, they're just like, "Ivan, be a man up." I was like, you know what, you man up. I ain't manning. Okay, would you like to go? Hey, actually, I don't know if you guys remember in my last full commute video when we took this bridge over into Queens. That's the Silver Cup sign that was lit up like super bright. So this is the same bridge that was in that video, except we were on the top. Now we're on the down. So there's the official name of the 59th Street Bridge, the Adcoch? We call it Adcoch here in New York. I don't know. People told me it's Coke. I have a new tuning, so that I'm testing in. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a killer tune. On this side that we're seeing here is the south roadway that we're saying where the pedestrians are. We were just on the north side, and then on top of this whole thing is the car path where we were actually. So yeah, Queensboro, the Queensboro Bridge, and there's Manhattan. Okay, and here's some haunted houses. I actually don't know what any of these things are. All I know is it's like, thought I was gonna die. Why is everything so wet in this damn city, man? Like random water everywhere. I'm gonna stay here with the cars. I was gonna try and do the whole video in the bike lane, because that was kind of like my concept. I was like, let me bring everybody into the bike lane. But nope, here we are. Con Edison. Okay. I think this is one of the earliest we've ever been to Electric Wednesday. Outside of the days that we're off. I mean, now that we're like a minute away here, this video's coming to a close, so thank you for coming along. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and thank you for spending a part of your day with us here on the channel. Y'all are the best. The march to 10,000, or the ride to 10,000, keeps going. We will just keep working at it, and we're gonna do what we do. Did I go to the right place here? Anyways, yeah, I don't know. This is the right place. Okay, I see everybody. I was like, that's like super sketchy. But that's real cool. Oh, look at these hooligans. Yep. All right. That's it, y'all. Peace out. Bye, everyone.